welcome to the final session of Temple of the Lava Bears.
Yay!
The final question mark.
Yes. The first session of the final question mark. Which is to say, not the last episode, of course, because you know that we split the sessions up into different episodes. But Jer's not sure if we're going to get through all of his campaign in this 4-hour session, or perhaps we will need another.
Judging from our current amount of forward progress.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we didn't it shake out that we had an entire episode that was just deciding whether or not to open a door?
Yes.
Okay.
We did a bunch of exploring, and then we were trying to figure out how to open the door with the lava behind it.
You walked down some halls as well.
Hey, we had a very fruitful discussion about how we could light one of our party members on fire.
I mean, that was true, and you also at one point pondered sacrificing a party member to turn him into a pile of bone splinters to kill an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So, as providing you're just talking about killing each other, that makes my job a lot easier.
That was only very briefly on the table.
Yes.
Speaking of things on the table, these delightful things from wormwoodgaming.com, which is our sponsor, makers of the wonderful dice vaults and rolling trays and dice tower and deck boxes and such, which we're big fans of, and a big thank you to Wormwood Gaming. And we encourage you to check out wormwoodgaming.com, where there is a promo code that you can use that has done various things. And in the interests of covering ourselves for when things may or may not change in the future, I'm going to preemptively introduce Dungeon Master Jer from the future, who can tell you all about it.
Thanks, Player Graham from the past. DM Jer here to remind you that if you go to wormwoodgaming.com and use the order code LoadingReadyRun, you will get free domestic shipping or $10 off an international order. Also, you should tune into the Loading Ready Run Facebook page or at Loading Ready Run on Twitter for info on how you can receive some awesome Wormwood Gaming swag. So with that, I will return you to the episode. Enjoy 2015. Enjoy finally getting to make those Back to the Future jokes. And we will see you back in the past.
Dungeon Master Jer from the future is so smart.
Thanks, future you.
Wait, before we start, one second.
I'm hoping Dungeon Master Jer from the future is all haggard and like, what's happened? I barely survived.
That's Dungeon Master Jer from the present.
Hopefully that gets picked up by the mic.
That meridian response. So what are we doing?
Okay, yeah.
Corinthian leather.
So in your time, in your timeline, it has been a week since we last played this game. In our timeline, Desert Bus has happened. Many of us have been to Seattle and back.
There's been a couple births.
Well,
surprise.
There've been many,
not ours.
There
I
have been
mean,
many
definitely
births.
some people have been born.
There's been many.
Yeah.
There's been some deaths.
And deaths, yeah.
Not
We
related
replaced
to
Matt with Beej.
Yep.
That's happened.
So, strict upgrade.
Friends became enemies, enemies became friends.
Lessons were learned.
A big thing, yeah.
Then swiftly forgotten.
So let's just do a quick rundown of where we're at so far.
Mm-hmm.
So all y'all except y'all went into a volcano.
We sure did.
In search of some people who had gone missing, and in the volcano you found a temple that was inhabited by cultists. You figured that the cultists were not the original inhabitants of that temple, because the temple was very, very old, and the cultists were in the process of summoning a demon. They were trying to get to a lower level of the temple. In an attempt to kill a goddess, with the intent of killing this god to presumably cure a wasting disease that they had,
which is not leprosy, but kind of.
Instead, we killed them.
And that was
It's like fire leprosy.
And that was like the story that was being told to them by their master dude. Or by their guy in charge, but that didn't seem to be actually what was going on.
Right. Well, so he definitely had some ulterior motive, but because they couldn't figure out how to get to the lower level, they were all working together to summon a demon so that they could ask the demon how to do it.
Meanwhile, even our incompetent party, it only took us
20 minutes.
Yeah, 20, 30 minutes to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, if you don't have the skill and wherewithal to actually get to where the god is, maybe that's an indication that you're not prepared to actually fight the god.
True story.
They weren't even prepared to fight us.
Yeah. So, but you haven't found your way there either. What is certain is that the volcano that you are in is seeming like it's a lot more active than it was, and it seems like what the cultists have done may have caused some other problems that maybe you can solve. So you spent some time looking around the temple. You eventually found a didgeridoo.
Sure did.
Yay.
Yeah, and by sticking the didgeridoo in the
Beej
lava,
looks super confused because
and
he's
playing it, you
Beej has
discovered.
not been watching the show.
This is why we tell these stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good stories.
You discovered that you could summon a giant dragon turtle.
Yep.
Which we named Sheldon.
No.
Nope.
No?
No.
No.
Donovan.
Donovan.
That's right.
Sheldon would have been way too boring.
Too obvious.
Yeah.
We're turtle hipsters.
So you all rode on the turtle,
Yep.
and you fought some fights,
Yep.
and you ended up at another location. That was
right.
It's not like it's not part of the temple, but it may be related to the temple in some way, and it's covered in weird glyphs and all sorts of other strange marks and whatnot that really get in your head and make you feel like things are fine. They remind you of,
And then we found the bottomless pit with spikes.
yes, you found a spiked bottomless pit.
Are they on the side?
No, they're on the
Nope.
bottom.
They're on the bottom.
That's good.
And
Okay.
on the top, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
You just sort of keep
It's like a
falling.
Klein bottle, yeah.
Yeah.
A magical Klein bottle.
Anyway, whoever created this particular structure is obviously insane or something, because you found all sorts of devilish traps before you found a hallway that drove Thok insane. And
Well, it was the doors in particular.
yes.
Yeah.
You're not permanently insane, are you?
We don't know. Yeah, actually, he was kind of insane when we stopped. Now that I remember. Yeah.
He's
He didn't
maybe a little
want
bit.
he didn't want to eat or drink, as I recall. Yeah.
It's mostly just eating.
I don't,
Okay.
I don't recall
Just
that
eating.
I had any lasting effects, but I saw some.
You had some bad dreams.
I saw some stuff.
Yeah,
man.
I saw some shit.
Yeah, we had. Yeah, that was some
You weren't
pretty
there.
freaky dreams.
I still
Yeah.
have my dream.
Yeah, I got mine.
Vegas.
I got mine too.
I gave mine back to Jer. I didn't want to keep it.
Say as being a clever and manipulative person, man, should not have to do any of that.
Here's my dream beach.
So yeah, that was
You
so.
can
There's
read it
like
at
a
some
hallway
point.
with a whole bunch of doors on either side, and basically by a process of elimination, each door going through making us more insane.
Yes.
We found the correct door.
Yes. So you did that, and but now your friend Chip has had to go. Well, he's going to be watching your rear.
Excuse me.
Well, mostly Veas's rear.
Oh,
I
right.
assume.
Which is good that he's staying behind, because I'm actually, I'm running low on first level spells for the day. So as soon as he goes, my spell wears off in an hour.
Well,
so.
we'll say that he goes back down to the bottom of the stairs ish to make sure that there's nothing coming from behind. But while you're still in this creepy hallway with all the insane making stuff, there is a bright flash and smell of brimstone, and a dragonborn appears next to you.
Now, from Skyrim, or they're different in D&D, aren't they?
No, it's a D&D Dragonborn, you goon.
I know. I helped him roll a character.
Is
Just
a dragonborn
for the benefit of those watching?
Is a dragonborn just a dragon?
Kinda.
So so we talked a little bit about dragons and people in a past episode, and
We're talking about like kobolds.
right. Well, on one extreme, you get folks like Veas, who sorcerer, potentially has the blood of some sort of supernatural creature, like way back, like generations and generations and generations back, and then you have like half dragons like Hraxus, who have a lot of dragon in them. Actually, Donovan's a half dragon too.
Are Heraxis and Donovan related?
Possibly.
Really?
Seems unlikely.
I don't know.
How many dragons do you think
Jared's
are
making
running
it seem
around?
kind of likely by his face.
Although Donovan's has clearly been alive for like thousands
very
of
long
years,
time.
Maybe
and
Donovan
the
is Heraxis' dad.
The kobold life cycle can't be that long. So
Half kobold, half dragon could be.
it's true.
So the thing to remember is dragon lifestyles are very long. So like a dragon could have been Donovan's dad or like uncle or you know whatever, and also Haraxis' dad or uncle or whatever.
They don't even know they're half brothers.
So you know the dragon's female
Right.
that apparently lives in this volcano.
Right.
So
Dragonborn, comparatively,
Yes.
live
So-
about as long as humans.
yeah, but they're sort of like generational tie to dragons, somewhere between sorcerer, where it doesn't like really manifest sometimes for supernatural powers, and half dragon, which is like you look like half a dragon. So a dragonborn is like they've got the heads and the head like sort of a dragon-like head and big claws. They don't actually have tails. Some of them have tails. It's very rare. They
have fine scales.
Yes, they have scales in the color of the dragon from whom they are descended.
Cool.
And they
Well, actually, it said. I mean, it could. I guess it said that it's all sort of converged on kind of bronzy. Most Dragonborn are bronzy,
Fair.
looking, but there's hints of whatever other
Sure.
thing. They all get
striations.
they all get a breath weapon.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yep.
Some of them
Halitosis.
more evidently related to one kind of dragon than others.
Yeah.
You know, like you look at cats, you get, you know, black cats, and you get brown cats, and you get ginger cats, and you get, you know, tabbies.
And they all have their own breath weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also halitosis.
It's hairballs. It's more like a breath trap.
Hairball is more like a mine.
Yeah, they leave it around for you to step on.
So Veus, this spell that you just saw the manifestations of is a teleport spell, and a Dragonborn is next to you. So Dragonborn, you see 4 people. What? Well, you see the back of one person, but he's just left.
Yeah.
Who are the 4 people that you see?
Oh, yeah, an elf. I look like this, apparently. This is
rad.
some fan art of Featherways art. I'm an elf with a bow. If you care, my name is Adrian. Not that I will have introduced myself at this point, but that's me.
I'm a half elf. I look like this. I was a rabbit once. We'll get to that later, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
It'll probably come up.
He was so cute.
I am a drow. I look like this, except I'm a girl right now.
Right
but
now.
normally I'm a man.
Presently.
All right.
But
Well, you don't know that yet, though.
Yeah, I see a girl drow.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a
Lady
I'm
drow.
a lady drow.
And I am a large half orc.
Oh.
This is a picture of my face.
It sure is.
Large half orc wearing full plate armor and carrying a large battle axe, which he has
Understood.
now drawn because a dragon thing just appeared in the middle of us.
Dragon Man, yeah, just appeared.
Now, what does this dragon man look like?
So I'm going to be it's the basic description from the book, which is about 6'3", 6'4". I'm going to weigh about 300 pounds. It's just because the Dragonborn are kind of stocky.
Dense.
Yeah, they're just full of meat and muscle, I guess, and really thick bones.
Scales.
Yeah, lots of scales, obviously, that are, as we discovered, brassy or bronzy. So kind of that bronzy metallic. There's going to be, you're going to see little wisps of white throughout them. That should give you a hint as to my lineage. And I'm wearing half plate. I've got a backpack in which you can see the top end of a lute sticking out of it for God knows what reason. And I'm carrying some papers and some books that I was just kind of haphazardly holding on to. I think that's about it.
So a couple of things. He has an ash cloak on, which you all recognize, but you like look at it and you're like, oh, that his is white. I remembered mine being that white a while, but mine has started to turn like gray.
Because of the ash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they sort of turn black as they absorb fire damage.
So his is
Do we? Oh, as they observe, like.
So
Do we happen to know? Will these like wear out after a while?
oh, you know how they work,
Yeah.
No, but okay, but like there's the damage they can take.
right? This is sort of like the strips on like radiation gear, where they're like
Yeah.
once it hits this point, like once it turns black, you need to leave.
As a reminder to the viewers, the ash cloaks that we all have, they are gray-white, the color of ash. The cloak makes the wearer immune to the negative effects of being inside a volcano, which would suck without it, and it absorbs half the fire damage taken by the wearer up to 50 points. After 50 points, both functions stop working. So like I've only taken 6 points of the 50 on my ash cloak, so it's only a little bit
Yeah.
dimmer than
But
before, but
you're
like
noticing in contrast
Yeah.
that his is the color that they were when you got them, and yours have darkened a little bit.
Right.
Oh, fancy.
That's a good reminder of our mortality.
Yes.
Good. Thank you.
Also, I was going to mention, female drows are the one you got to watch out for because it's a matriarchal society, and they're often the priestesses to Lolth, the demon queen, etc.
I had no idea.
Good old spider butt.
So
I guess in the universe, I would have an idea.
We refer to her as anti-spider butt. Thank you very much. That's
Do
our word.
Do bards have the same sort of knowledge things that they used to have?
I mean, you do have certain knowledges, don't you?
Yes.
History, I think.
Yeah.
And
Arcana and history.
yeah.
Excellent. That could be very relevant.
That's actually not a bard thing. I believe that was relevant to your
Yeah,
background.
I took Sage.
Ah.
So, and we'll explain that if you ask me questions, I imagine.
I think the first question is, who are you and what are you doing here?
Yeah.
I didn't think anyone was down here.
Oh, no, he's doing a voice.
You're gonna make us look bad.
I don't have to do the voice. I'd be more than
Don't
happy
do
to
the
not.
voice.
Go for it.
Just remember that you have to do
You
it
just
for the
have to
next,
do
like,
it for
4 hours.
yeah.
Next 4 hours.
Yeah.
So don't pick a hard voice.
That's why I didn't give my guy a voice.
That's
Yeah,
completely
I can't
understandable.
imagine Jer doing Hraxus for 4 hours solid.
I'm Dacron.
It's a sweet name, Dacron.
Thought so. My brothers Orlon and Rayon couldn't make it. So anyway,
Boo.
yeah, I know. What are you doing down here?
What are we doing down here, actually?
Oh, we're just, out for a stroll.
Trying to find the people who were taken from the village.
We found them. They
Thank
were
you.
sacrificed,
Yes.
remember?
I forgot.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. We found the people who were taken from the village, looked at they were sacrificed, but then we uncovered an even deeper plot.
Right.
There were more people down here?
Yes. Where are you? Did you miss all the? There's like
I just got here.
kobolds and a
Why?
giant.
Well, why are you
turtle.
coming here?
Where did you come from?
I came from a near temple nearby or a
City, you can
City.
be from wherever you want. You
That's
use
good.
teleport.
I
You can
use
come from
okay.
as far away as you want to. Just to bring you up to speed on how backgrounds work. Whatever you say is the truth.
Good.
So don't feel like you need to defer to me.
I don't want to screw up your plans.
No. Just go ahead.
All right.
Why is the place that you came from? Does it smell funny? That you brought that with you. It's kind of pungent.
I'm a bit of a traveler, is all. I used to work at a university in one of the larger cities. We won't get into which one.
What's a big city in the region?
Nope, I don't want to admit to which one I'm from.
Okay.
Thok quietly mouths university.
University.
He's also subtly trying to stand on his toes a little bit because this is the first guy we've met that's actually a little taller
Than
he
him.
is.
Yeah.
Thok is more kind of wide as well as he's big, but he's more wide than tall.
And I'm definitely keeping my distance from the guy with the axe. So
That's fair.
I'm here as a researcher. I'm doing an independent study project.
Of what exactly?
I needed to do some research on some temples, and I drew the short straw and decided to come here.
You drew the short straw and then decided?
Well, I had a very limited choice after that. I thought it would be a lot nicer, but I'm finding I'm not enjoying the fire as much as I thought I'd be able to put up with.
What, you don't think that you've found some scintillating company down here?
Oh, no, you all seem wonderful indeed.
Wait, you're not liking fire? You're a dragon, isn't that?
Oh, well, no, but I'm descended of one of the great white dragons. We're more partial to cold, as it were. I'm not the...
Well, this was a terrible place for you to come.
The other options were not as appealing, let me tell you. I only planned to be down here for a very short time anyway. I only came to do a little research and maybe perhaps find some artifacts, then be on my way.
Whatever you do, do not go into any of these doors. The research is not worth it.
I'll take you. So are you
I
here
think
as
he should learn that for himself.
are you here as researchers as well? From another college of some sort, perhaps?
We had a researcher actually. He's holed up in a library we could show you.
Oh, bully! We can have a joint research project.
It's a little
Just
might
imagine
be.
all these words are coming out of a dragon.
It's
Yeah.
a little tricky to get
Do you
back
have little
there.
glasses?
You- the turtle. I don't know what the schedule for the turtle is. You know,
Yeah,
we
we
might have
should-
missed the last turtle
yeah,
tonight.
we should have grabbed his. Is there an app for that? I don't.
Like a little.
No, it's a very large turtle.
Yeah,
Like
Should
a
I-
dragon turtle.
Yeah.
dragon turtle.
Should
yeah,
I be afraid?
No.
No.
He seemed pretty
He's
chill.
like transport.
Oh.
yeah,
He lives in the lava
yeah.
river.
Donovan is super cool.
Oh, excellent.
We summon him with a didgeridoo.
I'm sure we. Right. Yes. Well, I'm.
That's what the didgeridoo do.
I love music myself.
Good. Oh, yeah, I see that you have a lute.
Yes, I picked up a little barding in my youth, and decided to stick with the whole academic lifestyle after I got out of Bardic College. But I just can't shake the fun and the enjoyment I have performing for others, helping them out with everything they do.
Very quietly, Veus
Trying to figure out if
rolls
you're-
at this point her eyes and goes, "Oh, I love amateur musicians."
Trying to figure out if he's like a grad student. Oh,
Thok slowly pulls out his dulcimer.
No,
You play as well. We should have a jam session.
I dabble.
I was just gonna say, can we get
loot dulcimer jam session?
I am down for a short rest and a jam session. Let me tell you.
I've got a flute if anyone wants to play along.
I actually have my own ocarina.
Oh, excellent. I will lend you the flute, fine Lady Drow.
Sweet. I'll sing. We got this.
You've got a didgeridoo as well.
Are we just gonna
that's
quit?
true.
Are we just gonna quit?
We
this?
should quit D&D and make a band. Let's get out of here.
Then we can solve crimes. We can turn Donovan into the mystery mobile.
Oh my god.
Donovan's a little limited. He's really
We can solve lava-based crimes.
as long as the crimes are between this place and the other place. He doesn't. He kind of has two.
He might go
stops.
further down. We don't know.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
There could be all sorts of mysteries down that hole.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I will point out the you guys are on a staircase right now.
yeah.
Yes.
Which doesn't have a discernible
I thought we were in a hallway.
No, we went.
Sort
I
of
think
in
we
a
went back.
And a
staircase.
staircase
Oh, we went
that
back
has
to
like
rest,
no
right.
has no walls.
right because
And
the stairs
also-
literally like spiral around as they go up.
The gravity is a little wonky.
The gravity is not really discernible.
Oh yeah, take note of that.
Yeah.
And then there are doors on the sides of and there's weird old ancient ruins all over the stairs. You can almost hear sort of a whispering in your ears as you look at them, as if
this is
the
hella
ruins were
weird.
speaking to you.
But we figured out which door is correct, right?
Yes, you did figure out which door on the side actually opens and goes somewhere, as opposed to sending you to a sleep
Hey,
of
hey
insane
Dacron,
dreams.
can you read any of these runes? You just said you're a researcher here to do research on this temple. You might know more about it than we do.
I speak Common, Draconic, Goblin, and Primordial.
Okay.
And I also took Comprehend Languages as a spell.
None of the languages that you speak are helping you in this case.
So I could technically cast Comprehend Languages, and we might be able to figure this out.
Yep.
Well, we already know how to get out of this.
I mean, that probably would have been useful before we did the trial and error to figure out what the proper door was. It's
Yeah.
probably like go through that door over there, is what the runes say.
If you like, I could cast a spell and try to figure out what it is that we're looking at. Is it if it's important?
It's probably important.
I guess. Sure.
All right.
Sure. Why not?
How do I cast a spell?
You
You
just
just say you
say,
cast it.
I cast a spell.
Okay, I cast Comprehend Languages.
And then you mark off, so you have X number of first level spells per day, so you say I've cast one first level spell.
Don't use a pen to mark that off.
What's your RPing background, Beach? I'm just curious. What
Oh.
sort of, because you played D&D for years, right?
Yeah, I played 4th
Here, have a
edition.
pencil.
Thank you. I played D&D 4th edition with a character with this exact
Pencil
same
right
voice.
there. I gave you a pencil.
Oh, there's a pencil right here.
How long does Comprehend Languages last, by the way?
I think it was
I'm
an
just,
hour.
I'm just looking it up.
Oh, okay,
actually.
good.
Yeah. And then I've played some Call of Cthulhu games, and I played Legend of the Five Rings for a little bit, but that wasn't a lot. Like, every time I tried to RP in
L5R.
that, L5R was rough trying to, because I was playing somebody from Clan Unicorn, which is an outsider. That's really tough.
Oh, so yeah, it lasts an hour. You can understand any spoken language you hear. Sorry, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear. You also understand any written language you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
That could be dangerous.
That's super
Are
bad.
are the writings on the door?
No, the writings are on the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
It takes about 1 minute to read one page of text. The spell doesn't decode secret messages in text or glyph, such as an arcane sigil that isn't part of a written language.
Okay, so
I'd have to touch the stairs.
yes,
So then I touch.
which
the
you're
s-
already doing with
yes.
your feet.
Well, yeah, good point.
So you touch one stair, and it's like it's weird because you know that what you're looking at is, or what you're sensing is not like writing per se. It's more. It seems to be like some sort of numerical thing or like a designator.
Okay.
And you touch another stair, and it seems like that.
Are they just numbered stairs?
And you touch a few of them, and you realize that it's some sort of coordinate system.
Oh, neat.
It is measuring coordinates between 2 points.
Cool.
What you've got arcana knowledge?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You can make that check, and if you describe to Veas what's going on, Veas can make that check as well.
And
So I think you've also got that arcana.
Yes.
Under
Yeah.
8.
And that's just a straight D20.
You
And
use
then
D20 and you add the number.
I will use this for the first time.
Boink.
4.
Then plus your
0.
which?
That's plus intelligence or plus proficiency.
Yeah, plus your
Yeah.
proficiency
right.
and your int.
so
it's
with 3, so it's
so
7.
it's 7.
So it's 7.
Yeah.
Well, I got a 22.
Veas, this is an ancient system of coordinates that is still used by wizards now in some like very, very specific schools. And by schools, I mean areas of magical study, not institutions.
It's not the kind of thing I would know because I'm not a
Literal
wizard.
colleges.
Well,
I knew I should have gone to wizard school.
but you know stuff about magic in general, and so it's typically used by wizards. But this is like a very, very old system of defining three-dimensional spatial coordinates in outer space.
This is what's keeping the gravity on in this ridiculous twirling staircase.
Well, these are the things that are engraved into the stairs.
So yeah, they might be whatever, like some sort of thing that's doing how the gravity is being rotated or something.
Like the thing is, if these are coordinates, are they coordinates of other places? So it's giving the stairs the properties of the coordinates that are carved in, which is how they can go up the wall at a ridiculous angle and still maintain what feels like constant gravity.
It could be that the spell, like whatever spell or effect is on the stairs, is directly related to the runes. It could be that the runes are just symbolic. That is, you don't think that the runes are directly connected to the magical effect on the stairs.
Interesting. What would happen if somehow the runes were obliterated?
Well, given that you don't think that they have much effect on the effect on the stairs, probably not a lot. At least not a lot to the gravity of the stairs.
Interesting.
the gravity of the situation.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Well,
We're not going to stick around in this room anyway, so let's go through the door.
Right. Okay. So let's talk again about what's on the other side of the door.
Because I think we step into it last time.
I gave you box text for it, and
Right.
then we ended the session there.
Can we hear the box text again? I
Yes.
realize for the viewers at home it's only a week, but
That's fine.
It's
I
not-
was going to give it to you.
good. It's like a month and a half for us, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
so previously, whenever we even touched the door, we opened it and went in.
Yeah.
But this one is just a regular door. Like
We
we
were-
just open it up and look through it.
To clarify, as soon as we touched it in any way, we immediately opened the door and walked through it.
Oh, I see.
Whether we wanted to or not. In fact, we stopped being aware of what we were doing.
And
Wow.
then you
And then-
you got a horrible nightmare and woke up
Such-
at the bottom of
such as
the
that.
stairs.
Ah.
The ceiling of this immense 80 by 80 foot chamber glows red from a pool of bubbling magma suspended over most of the ceiling. The pool covers the entire ceiling save for a 10-foot border next to the walls and a 20-foot by 20-foot island in the very center of the room. From this, a huge statue of a creature resembling an anemone with 4 snake-like heads reaches its maws toward the floor. The green marble floor bears a 10-foot depression, which lines up perfectly with the depression in the ceiling holding the magma. As with the ceiling, a 10-foot walkway surrounds the outside of the room. 4 10-foot pillars are located throughout the room, equidistant from the walkway around the outside and the statue at the center. Atop each pillar is the statue of a worshipper kneeling in supplication. While strangely little of the magma stuck to the ceiling appears to have fallen to the floor, some of it apparently has, as bulbous lumps of pumice dominate the corners of the walkways. So
I don't like this whole
So square
lava on the roof thing.
Yeah.
square room. There is basically a catwalk around the outside of the room,
Top and bottom.
with a 10-foot depression on the bottom, and then on the top, 10-foot catwalk around the outside of the room, magma pool in the middle. And then in the very center of the room, surrounded by a whole bunch of magma, on the roof is a square statue. Well, is a square base with a statue on it, and the statue is reaching its head down toward the center of the room. On the bottom part of the room, there are 4 statues of kneeling worshippers.
And the 4 statues on the pillars, those are in the depression.
In
on
the 10-foot depression, yes.
Okay. But there's no...
And in the center of the room, there's a 20-foot,
Center
like
of the-
20-foot.
That's on the ceiling.
On
He
the
just
ceiling.
described
That's
it.
where
on
the
the ceiling.
statue is.
Oh,
But
okay.
there's no thing like that on the bottom.
Correct.
Okay.
Wow.
I think I vaguely remember something like this from Desert Bus.
So there's
5?
there's only lava on the ceiling. There's no lava actually on the ground.
Correct.
I'm gonna throw a rock in here to see what the gravity is like before anybody walks in here. Considering we've been in many gravity flippy rooms.
Sure. You throw the rock, and it does sort of an S shape in that it flies and starts going, is affected by normal gravity and starts going down until it crosses over the threshold of the catwalk to where the pit is, and then it just goes whoop and up into the lava on the ceiling.
There we go.
Okay, that's good. So that means it's not just like a field holding the lava up there.
Mm-hmm.
It actually is that whole area
Yeah.
gravitationally being weird.
And are there any other exits?
Not apparently.
How tall is the room?
The room is
Like the space between...
so between the catwalk on the bottom and the catwalk on the top is 20 feet.
Okay.
So it's actually not that big.
Well, it's 80 feet by 80 feet, which is a pretty large room.
Yeah.
80 by 80 by 20.
Okay. So, so through the rock, so, all right. Well,
So as it was crossing the catwalk, normal gravity flies past the catwalk, and then is like whoop, gravity
Yeah.
changes.
So don't jump off the catwalk.
right. So
Hug
even
the catwalk.
so the fact that what this actually is a room with a catwalk around the outside and a big pool of lava in the middle.
Yeah.
But the big pool of lava in the middle just happens to be on the roof.
Correct.
Yeah. But I feel like that could change at any moment.
Sorry, where were the pillars? They were.
So
In the depression on the floor.
right. So
So you can't. So we can't easily. So presumably, if the lava, they'd be coming out of the lava. Is that what you're saying?
so if they were on the ceiling, they'd be coming out, but they're on the floor.
But no, sorry. If the lava was on the floor, they'd be coming out of the lava.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I get it.
How
there's
far?
there's also parts where at the corners, he said, where lava has come away and is now big things of pumice gathered at the corners. So clearly the lava's not held in position. It can move
It
towards
can
the catwalk.
fall and slosh.
Yeah.
Are the pillars with the statues on them, the little statues, how far are they away from the catwalk?
So the way that they're positioned, they are 10 feet away from the inside of the catwalk and 10 feet away from the
Okay.
position of the island in the middle.
So you
Right.
you couldn't actually like interact with them while standing on the catwalk.
No, you can jump over to them without too much of a problem.
But presumably,
But then you'd be like, what?
Right. So you would have to jump and grab them for dear life.
Right.
But
Cool.
that
They're
is-
effectively hanging from the ceiling
right.
in
let's see,
the
there's
context
4
of the gravity.
statues, and I count 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. So you guys do that, and maybe if we all hug them at the same time, everything goes back to normal.
that
But
would be
normal
bad.
means
What would
that
be-
lava falls on you.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. You're right.
Lucian's not allowed to make plans.
So-
Don't do
anymore.
that.
First step is
Go.
step.
Yeah. Go into the
So-
the room.
Thok will step into the room.
Okay.
How long does spider climb stay active for? Like an hour?
It might be concentration, but I think it was like 10 minutes a level or something.
So step in onto the catwalk.
Okay. You're on the catwalk.
All right.
I think we need to start searching around
I was
the
going to say, I
wall.
want to search for a
Yeah,
secret
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the other room with screwy gravity that had a catwalk around the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a smaller room, but That is the sort like how it's a 10-foot wide catwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
Okay.
lots of space. The
Yeah.
other one
That's
was a
quite-
1 foot wide
Yeah.
catwalk.
So this is a little bit more
Yeah.
reasonable.
I'm going to start
Yeah.
circumnavigating the room looking for secret doors.
okay.
Whoops.
I don't know if there's anything I can do to be like braced
Oh,
for if we spin around and fall, like I'm sort of prepared.
Well, if we're standing on the walkway and we fall up, we just land on another walkway.
Yeah, but it's still 20-foot drop.
Yeah. Better than landing in lava.
Spider
Yeah,
climb
I'm-
lasts an hour.
But I'm saying
Okay.
braced for possibly falling 20 feet at any given point.
Fair enough.
So, Kathleen, Veus had the spider climb up during the last session. Is that correct? Because you were climbing up the side of the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Veus is very
It's 'cause-
cautious around
'cause-
big pools of lava.
Well, no, it's because you didn't trust the gravity staircase.
Right.
Yes.
So, yeah. So we'll say that you still have that up for like half an hour or something like that.
Sick.
Yeah. So, are you going clockwise or counterclockwise around the room? It's square and symmetrical.
I'm going to go counterclockwise.
Okay.
So should we all go? Should we like split up and meet on the other side?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So you're splitting the party.
Yep.
And going
Yeah.
around the
Veus
other
is
side.
staying in
Don't
the
say it like that.
doorway.
We're in the same room.
First rule: always split the
Oh,
party.
split the party.
Okay.
All right.
All
So
right.
who's going with who?
Me and Thok will go one way.
Oh, great.
The three of you go the other way.
I'll stay in the door.
Thok and I. Is how you should say it.
Shut up, Thok.
What's your intelligence again? 7?
So sorry. Who's going left?
7.
Hands up if you're going left.
Which way?
I'm
did you?
going right. I'm going counterclockwise.
Okay, so
I guess we're going left.
Thok and I are going right, left.
And you're going right.
Yeah.
You and you and you. No, you and you are going right, and you're staying right where you were. Okay.
Holding down base camp.
Yeah.
I feel that drows don't get to live long outside drow areas by not being extremely cautious.
Drarias?
Okay. So people who are going left, you reach the first corner.
Okay.
And I need you to make perception checks, please.
That's not very
That's
precise.
not good. You were imperceptive.
Yeah.
So am I.
7.
9.
Okay. So
I mean, I'm watching them. Can I make a perception check?
Nope.
Okay.
So you reach the first corner, and you're getting to one of the areas where some lava drips have like formed, or have like apparently landed on the catwalk or something, and they form this sort of very porous pumice substance. And you're sort of like walking by it, not paying much attention to it, when suddenly a whole bunch of tiny glowing specks start crawling out of the pores and flying up into the air and starting to swarm around.
Lava bees.
And we need to all roll initiative.
Stupid,
Oh, damn.
stupid lava bees.
Are
I rolled 4 again. What is wrong with this?
Are
dice?
swarms a thing in
Why?
5th edition?
I'm the dungeon master, so I get to say whether or not swarms are a thing. in fifth
Are
edition.
swarms a thing in this game?
Dang lava bees.
I hope these work like Diablo, where you like hit them and then they drop a great axe.
That'd be sweet.
Gnarled root.
I also hope you hit them as a group. Yeah.
Yeah. Attack swarm with a sword. Poke, poke, poke. Thud.
Oh, they all die.
Yeah, in like old D&D or Pathfinder, swarms are just brutal.
Dacron, initiative, please.
22.
Whew. Quick.
That's pretty good. Illusion,
5.
that's not as good.
I know.
Veus,
10.
That is median.
Wow.
Adrian,
24.
Whoa.
Yeah, I rolled a 20.
So fast.
okay, my bad guys got a 20, and I was like, sick! You guys are putting them to shame. Thok,
10.
I don't really know what I can do, but we'll see.
Run 80 feet.
I mean, I can shoot them if I think it'll help.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Okay.
Did they only come out where they're standing?
yeah, they're coming out of the pumice near where these
Yeah,
guys
but
are
I can hit
standing.
them from where I'm standing.
And so that means that you are about 80 feet away because you were walking in the opposite direction, and you are about 40 feet.
You need to like.
And you're all along more or
like
less
a bucket of water
straight
to throw
line.
on them or something.
Yeah.
So yes, these are in fact lava bees. They are. They have a mostly molten-looking center with a
Delicious.
with a coating of sort of
Chocolate?
a harder. harder, pumicey like magma, and they've got like a bright gem-like refractive surface on that, so they have this wonderful sparkly glow that shines through. And yes, they are beginning to form into a rather large, many thousands of bees swarm that is sort of encircling you. Adrian, you don't have a very clear view of this. You certainly, I don't think, can tell that these are bees. It looks like a bunch of tiny little motes of light just came out of the lava and started just swarming and engulfing your buddies.
I feel like we're going.
Yeah, is
Also
anybody
possible
screaming,
that you're going,
bees?
bees.
I mean,
you could hear that
like,
from 80 feet away,
we,
though, right?
We would be doing that if they weren't lava bees.
Yeah.
Like, even if they were just regular bees.
I'd still be yelling, bees, yeah.
How could these be? Actually, bees are actually quite nice in real life. Could these be lava wasps?
No,
No, these are lava bees.
they've always been lava.
So they
Yeah.
sting once, they die. Then
That if they were lava honeybees, that would be the case.
Correct.
But
And
only
even if
only
that were
breeds of
true,
bees.
they are lava, and there are like thousands of them. So
That's still getting
you get a
stung by
nasty
1,000.
burn.
that's still like even if each one does 1 point of damage when it stings you, you're still in deep trouble.
You're still very dead.
So, Adrian, it is your go.
Yeah. I can make a cloud of fog.
Depending on how dense the fog is, that could be effective. Heavy duty water vapor. I don't think it actually. I feel like it probably doesn't actually do anything against flaming things. It's just a
I don't
visual.
know, when
It's just a
you-
visual thing, right?
The fog cloud, yeah, it's let me just I could create a sphere of fog centered on a point within range, which they are. The sphere spreads around corners, and the area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it.
Excellent. So you can watch us.
I mean-
you can not watch us die.
Yeah, I mean, I
Well,
guess
I don't want to see
would-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
I mean, I would guess the lava bees would probably be pretty easy to see in the fog,
Yeah.
but I don't think they need to see us.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Have
So
you
I
ever?
don't think that would be
I
that
don't think it's
helpful.
helpful.
If you shine like car headlights into fog, though, like that's like really bad because the light gets like refracted by all the water droplets. And it's just like a glow.
So because there's lava in here, it'd be like a massive red glow
Yeah, and
with
you
two
would not
people
be able.
screaming inside it.
Yeah, it would actually be very bad for visibility.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, I
but
think maybe no.
it might not. The thing is, the bees might not need it. I'm trying to make things bad for the bees.
Yeah, I feel like if they're anything like regular bees, visual is not their main thing.
Yeah.
Are they elementals?
They
Yes.
might be.
Ooh.
They probably would be. Yeah.
It doesn't really. It's my favorite enemy thing. It doesn't actually help at all in this situation.
You don't think that these care about whether they can see?
Yeah, I kind of didn't think that they would. If they are elementals, because it's my favorite enemy, favored enemy, I can do an intelligence check to recall information about them.
Sure.
No, that could be handy.
My intelligence modifier of -2.
That's handy.
Yeah, okay, 13.
You know they're bees.
Well, okay.
They're bees and they're lava.
So basic information, they're small creatures swarming around. So swinging a sword into that, not super effective. They're also likely immune to fire.
Fair.
Brilliant.
That's about all you're getting off of 13.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay.
If swinging a sword at them isn't going to be that effective, I can only assume shooting an arrow into it is going to be even less effective.
You kill one bee. Good job. Yeah.
And nail it to the wall.
Yeah.
All right. Now we just have 2,000 more to hit.
Yeah.
I am.
You have any area effects?
That is not
I'm-
to say that it is completely useless to shoot things into them.
Yeah.
It's just, not the most effective.
I am baffled at how I can assist in this situation. I guess I will shoot at them.
Okay.
You have no area effect stuff, really? Other than that fog
cloud. That's my only AoE thing. I think this is going to be more Lucian and Veus' fight. We'll see. No, you're a cleric. Veus' fight. I don't know. Maybe Dacron, Ohio can help us out here. All right.
Maybe cold breath or something.
How about that?
That seems like that would be good.
Boom, boom, boom. Ow.
Oh. I also need a wisdom save from you.
For me.
Yeah, okay. First of all, tell me what you got on your attack roll.
17.
Okay, that we will call that a hit. Roll some
Okay.
damage for me.
Okay.
You hit the clouds.
7.
Okay,
May I take my second attack?
you may.
Does that mean he kills 7 of them?
Balls. That's even worse. 14.
That is a hit.
All right. For 11, and then since it's been injured, I will use my extra 1d8.
Okay.
The swarm, which is another 3. So that's 14 total
Okay.
Luckily, these aren't
on the second attack.
bees
Yeah.
wearing heavy armor.
And I
while
need a
also
wisdom
being in
save
a
from
swarm.
And now I save my wisdom.
Why?
We're gonna find out.
This is just a wisdom save.
Yes.
Okay, so 12.
Just to learn that what you're doing is pointless
Okay, thank you.
or not.
Done. Done.
It's always the DM being like, make a save.
Dagron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dacron, like the fabric.
Dagron. I need a Constitution save from you, please.
That's just D20 plus
Plus your Constitution bonus,
I'll try.
plus 3 if you have proficiency in it, which I don't believe you should.
14 plus 2. 16?
Okay. So you are in the middle of this swarm, which is like really hard to deal with, but you're doing okay.
No, he's not.
He
He's on the other
he
side.
went the other way.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. We'll just call that your
Just for fun.
what was your what would that make your wisdom save?
Oh, that would have been 12 instead.
Okay, thank you. You
When you inevitably become entangled in the swarm,
Yes.
that will
Yes.
be your.
So what would you like to do?
Am I all the way on the other side?
Yeah.
So I'm 80 feet
Yeah.
away.
You're with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sing us a song to
Can I-
enrich our spirits.
Can I move fast enough to get there? I wonder.
If you double move, you can get 60 feet.
But I don't. Then I can't do anything. Once I'm over there.
Correct.
But you'll be within 20 feet, so you can do something next turn.
Next turn, then you can move.
You could also get out of the bee-infested room if you wanted to.
since you're
Join me in the bee free zone.
since you're new to the system, you can break up your move, so you can move as well.
So you go with like 30 feet, which would put you 50 feet from us. If
Yeah.
you can do something within 50 feet, that would be so cool.
But the best I could do there would be to actually just shoot an arrow
Yeah,
from
that's
my hand
probably.
crossbow, and I don't think we'd be getting anywhere.
Don't forget about your fun times bonus action.
Yeah.
Probably give it to one of them.
I have a feeling that's what I'm gonna do. So maybe what I'll do is from what I remember from 4th edition is move minor standard.
Yeah,
That doesn't
it's-
work the same way here.
It's
That's-
a little bit different. Basically, you can move and you can take an action.
Mhm.
Okay, and your action can be like your attacks or whatever
Overwatch.
else.
Yeah.
And then
And one of the actions you can do is called hustle, which is just another move.
Oh, I see. Okay.
okay, so you can that's what we call a double move.
Okay.
So minor actions don't really exist in the same way. You have one reaction per round, and that can be like an opportunity attack, or it could be any number of other things that subjectively
And it'll
use.
say in the PHB, as your reaction, you
Right.
can.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then
Okay.
sometimes you get bonus actions, which just happen on top of everything else.
Okay.
That's basically it.
So if I double move, I can get within 20 feet of them.
Right.
Okay, I think I'll do that.
Okay.
And then, because now I can name a creature within 60 feet of me, and they can hear me over the swarm.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, I can do something called Bardic Inspiration, which is to give somebody an extra die.
Ooh.
Which one of you is going to get it?
Give it to me.
You don't need it.
I'm going to.
I just want everything.
I'm going to give it to James. Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes. The creature can wait until after it rolls its d20 before deciding to use the Bardic Inspiration die, but must decide before the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails.
Wow.
Once the die is rolled, it is lost. You can only have one at a time. You can use this feature a number of times. That's me. I can use this feature a number of times, etc. So it's next to my charisma modifier, which is +4.
Cool.
And then I have to rest. But because we're at 5th level, it's a D8. So
And it lasts for 10 minutes?
it lasts for 10 minutes. So I'm assuming
Wow.
until like the end of his turn.
But you only get to use it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James
but
only
so
gets to use it
sometime in the
once.
next 10 minutes, you can
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow, that's really good.
and because
So you
you're
can just
in
keep it there for as long as you
the
want.
Bardic School of Valor, it can also be used for damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
And alternatively, when an attack roll is made against the creature, so if somebody's attacking you, you can use your reaction to roll that die and add the number rolled to your own AC.
Fancy.
Yeah.
After seeing the roll, but before knowing whether it hits or misses.
Yeah.
So it all has to be done before Jer can jump in and say,
So it's like ultimate
little buff.
sort of. Yeah, well, yeah, but it's like just giving your buddies a bunch of upgrades. That's
That's what bards do, isn't it?
It's why I only ever play buff characters. I love to do support and I hate to fight.
It's the fighter there are some abilities the fighter can do that also do similar things, but in order for his to work, everybody has to be in close combat. It's like if somebody else is in close combat, I can give them a buff or something, but none of you guys go into close combat, so I didn't take any of those.
Correct.
But there we are. That I've moved twice. I'm close enough that I can name James, or Lucien, who gets.
I like it.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Lucien.
That's
Lucian.
I like
Lucian?
Lucian Bouchard.
Okay.
I like you like run up and just be like, you can do it.
Yeah, essentially.
It's like, well, if that guy says I can do it,
Maybe I
think
can.
I can.
And
Cool.
you get an extra D8 whenever you need it in the next 10 minutes
Sweet.
of game
Here.
time.
Which is
As a
a ton of
reminder.
time.
Yeah.
But that's a D10.
Okay. Describe to me the kind of armor you guys are wearing.
Breastplate.
Those of you in the yeah.
bees of doom.
Full plate.
Scale now.
Lots of cracks for bees to get into
Yeah.
and get stuck inside.
I'm sorry, this is gonna suck.
I've always wanted to die. Let's do this.
So Bee's turn. So you take 5 points of damage and of piercing damage, 5 points of fire damage.
Uh-oh.
Okay, but so half of that, right? So 2.
Half of the fire damage.
So 5
Yeah.
piercing, 5 fire.
Okay.
Thok, you take 4 piercing, 2 fire. And then both of you, your armor gets super, super hot. So hot, in fact, that it starts searing your flesh.
Oh,
Cool.
jeez.
Neat.
Run away.
Armor.
Illusion
Why
causes
have
an
you
additional
deserted me?
7 damage.
Okay.
Thok, an additional 7 damage as well. That's all fire damage as well.
Oh, dear.
Does that also affect the cloak?
Yes.
Okay.
Additionally, I need fortitude saves from both of you. Or sorry, constitution saves from both of you.
I was going to say.
So that means I am at. Sorry, that was 7 points of damage from the flaming armor.
Yep.
Correct.
5, 2, 7.
So that means okay. All right, Constitution. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. How's a 21?
21 sounds pretty good.
11.
Okay, 11 is not as good. Illusion, a lava bee
Ooh,
sting.
box text.
A lava bee. Well, this is just like ability text.
Oh, okay.
Written by some psychopath.
Some kind of monster.
A lava bee sting injects a small amount of magma under the skin of the target.
Oh.
While such an injury burns at the outset, it also causes a drastic loss of flexibility as the magma hardens into rock. Repeated exposure to such injuries can lead to
You have
embolisms
rock
and
in
heart
you?
problems as mineral matter
Jesus
hardens in the
Christ.
victim's bloodstream. So for now, you get disadvantage on dexterity checks, any dexterity checks, until all the bee damage is healed.
Okay.
All right. Now, the other swarm of bees obviously alerted to what's going on by
On our side.
No,
No, there's
Oh, good.
2 that came out of.
no, just one. There's one swarm that came out of where you guys were, and then there's another one on the far side of the room that neither of you guys are on. That seems to
okay.
have been alerted by bee pheromones or some such.
80 feet away?
And
So if we're here, it's over here?
What
yeah.
are
Okay.
what kind of freaky pheromone things are these guys doing?
I don't know. Ask the guy who's an expert in elementals. I'm sure he can explain it to you.
I roll better on my check.
So this other swarm sort of starts coming out of the pumice on the other side, and then like moving toward your side of the lava pit. So it's sort of like hovering more or less halfway across the room right now.
Sure. Bees,
Yes.
the magical.
In the center? Like
Yeah.
it's coming across?
It's coming across. Yeah. It doesn't care about
Sorry.
gravity. It can hover
I see. Okay.
effectively. I mean, it's technically flying all over the place in different directions, but what I'm saying is the bees can adjust to changing gravity.
Okay.
Thok, it is your go.
For some reason, I think that'd be really cool to see the swarm move across that gravity barrier, because then
They have to turn upside down.
Yeah, all the bees would kind of go whoop and spin upside down,
And
the whole swarm would be cool.
Thok, to start your turn, I will need a wisdom saving throw, please.
That is 13.
Thank you.
Nothing happens.
No. Now I need a Constitution saving throw, please. Another one.
Another one.
Did everyone roll 13 on that wisdom save?
No, you've had a 13, 12, 13, I think.
Oh, okay.
So I had to do one on their turn and
Yep.
on my turn.
Right.
Sucky. 14.
Okay. Thank you. You
Oh
managed.
wait, no. Yeah, you're 14.
You managed to not be completely. The fact that you have bees crawling all over you and whatnot, man,
You're like, it's
you're
cool.
not like screwed up by that. Is basically what this one was for.
Okay, so do I know enough, anything just in general, not lava bees, but in general, with basically like fighting a swarm like this, in terms of that, swords aren't going to do too much.
Yeah.
Axes aren't going to do piercing, slashing.
Swatting them and stuff might do something, but it's not going to be nearly as effective as like area of effect stuff.
Right. Which I don't have.
Right. You do know that it's very difficult to fight things when you're in the midst of them, which is why you had to make that save to sort of function normally. But you can always like move out of the swarm.
How big around is the swarm?
It's about 10 feet by 10 feet.
Okay.
But basically, if you are in the swarm gets to hurt you, period. And there's no attack rolls or anything involved in that. But you can just get out of the swarm. The swarm won't take opportunity attacks or whatever because it's just a bunch of tiny, tiny creatures.
Right. But then it'll just come move. Okay. All right. I think Thok is going to just have to book it for the moment. So Thok will double move out of the swarm back towards the door.
Okay. So that'll take you right back to like where Veas is, basically.
God, don't bring bees here.
You should be able to get out, right? Like, we can actually get out of this room.
Yeah, like back into the hallway.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like close the door.
And it's wide enough that he can move past me, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Now,
You can also just, as a friendly
Yeah.
unit, you
by
can
the
just let
by.
him past. Yes.
Veas, it is your go. I need a wisdom save from you, please.
I'm not even in the room.
Oh,
Well, I guess I'm like.
No, you're in
know
the
what's
room.
going on.
Yeah.
You're in the room.
Where's my wisdom? 4?
okay.
You'll notice he didn't say thank you there.
That seems bad.
Am I drawn to the light of the bees?
Oh my god, that's what happens.
Don't give him ideas.
You are fascinated by the second set of bees,
Oh,
the one that
no.
is moving across the lava, the magma
God.
towards you.
so pretty.
So shiny.
So,
Wow, those
on
bees
your-
look like they're worth a lot of money.
On your turn, you may not move away from the bees,
Okay.
and you must move at least 5 feet toward them.
Well, that's nice. You have a 10-foot buffer.
Yeah.
You have a 2-move
God.
max to get out of this.
Someone dragged me back.
What a way to go.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
I don't think you want me to grab you. I'm currently wearing
Covered
red
in-
hot armor.
Spider climb's still active for you, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It doesn't really, I mean,
Well, I mean, I just walk straight.
It
yeah.
doesn't help with gravity if you're falling towards lava.
Just like grabbing the roof and it's like hanging on for dear life as you crawl towards them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
Don't worry, the bees will just be able to get to you pretty soon, so it'll be not relevant.
Maybe they want you to be their queen.
Can she take other actions?
Yep.
Okay.
But you must move a minimum of 5 feet on your turn towards that swarm of bees.
Okay, I
Can
know
she
they
still
look
do
real.
offensive actions to that swarm of bees?
For sure.
Cool.
I know they look really shiny, but I bet they're worth something. Veas takes a few ginger steps in because he is not the kind of person to run into anything. And he is going to try casting Chill Touch on the bees that are attacking Lucian.
Okay. This has a range that you
Yes,
can...
120 feet.
Okay.
So
Wait, chill touch has a range? Doesn't make any
It's-
sense.
It's a necromancy cantrip, not like an icy one.
It's
This is the
a-
one that does necrotic
it's chill
damage.
as in like
Yeah.
Chill of the
Is
undead.
it area
the
effect?
Ghibli's.
I create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range, and then make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the chill of the grave.
It is not AoE.
Not,
So-
not,
No.
not,
I don't really have any.
Do you not have anything AoE?
Everything me?
No, I mean no.
Yeah.
Not really.
Kathleen, really?
No, I have lightning bolt
Lightning bolt
and
is most
scorching ray.
lightning bolt is most definitely AoE. It's a 10-foot wide.
So you could do that because you also can remove Thok from the.
A lightning bolt will
Or
go
illusion.
through illusion at this point.
Yeah,
if
please.
you if
Wait.
you sh-
Or
if
I
you
mean-
fire
Well,
it at the bees that are
You
on
can.
him.
You can.
I have careful. Like I can.
Oh, right, that's
what
true,
it's
yeah.
called.
Yeah.
You could do that.
the question is
Or
lightning? Is lightning fire damage or is it lightning damage?
It's lightning damage.
Yeah, lightning
Okay.
is not
It's
fire
electrical
damage.
damage, I think.
All right, I will. In that case, I will cast lightning bolt. Let me.
On the ones on me or the ones you're walking towards?
The ones on you, the ones I'm walking towards, I'm still fascinated by.
And I get a dexterity saving throw.
Imagine the bees just go like make a hole in the middle of the swarm. Oh shit!
So 14. You need to hit 14.
Okay, I did not hit that, so you just roll
Cool.
damage now.
8d6 lightning damage.
Wow. That's a lot of D6s.
That's why I have all these little d6s.
You want to throw it down the tower?
That's
Or-
6 or that's
No,
5.
that's too far away from you.
Yeah. I mean, I could throw it down the tower. You could throw it for me. That should be 8 dice there. If it's not, let me know.
Go, go!
Ooh.
I see a 6.
I rolled well.
Thanks,
Nice.
James.
There's a couple.
Considering it's
Stop
a
knocking-
6.
it's
was
suitable that
5,
James
right?
rolled this, considering
that
it's
was a
for
6.
saving
They were
his
both
own
sixes.
butt.
Yeah, they were both 6, and then there's 3 5s there.
Jeez, good job,
4
James.
5s.
No, James, one of those ones that
Yeah,
you turned
one
over was a
the
6.
Yeah. One of the
That-
5s
that-
was
that
a
one.
6. Yeah.
Good job, James. I'm gonna let you roll all my dice from now on.
So 39.
39. Okay, that swarm of bees goes.
Crispies.
Crispies.
They all
You ever-
fall to the ground around Lucian, who is unaffected by the spell because presumably Veus used spell exclusion.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a drow, so maybe you did want to just kill him. That's up to you.
Not right
I understand.
now. He can
Okay.
still heal me.
Fair.
He's not completely out of magic yet. Why would I kill him?
Also true. Okay. Well, anyway, the bees are subdued. There are
ever-
maybe like some bees left, but it's enough to disperse the swarm.
They're
You
just
ever,
like
you ever lit a wasp nest on fire?
I haven't actually.
Yeah. Crispies.
Yay!
All right.
Lucian. You, all the bees around you are dying or flying. Regardless, they are no longer attacking you. Still, I need a wisdom save from you, please.
Sure.
Because there's another swarm.
Wisdom plus this plus 11.
You are fascinated by the
Goddamn.
swarm in the middle of the magma, so you cannot move away from them.
you'd think he'd know better.
You must move towards them.
No, those bees.
If you think
Yeah,
about
those
how many,
bees seem good.
if you think about how many times he's used that healing staff, though, he hasn't learned.
It's
That's true.
more like it's more like, hey, I'm doing other stuff, but I keep looking at them and I can't
Oh,
like.
Purdy.
It's like
it's like a vain person in a mirror.
All right, so
4 sessions
well
in and
then
not
I move
one.
5 feet towards the bees.
Yep.
I don't really have anything to cast.
I don't think you
on
can
these
afford to move
people.
another 5 feet towards the bees.
Yeah, nothing you can
You even
cast.
got a 50
I
foot
move
rope.
10 feet towards the bees. Dare me.
I mean, you can.
I mean, I have things, but they're all single target. I have nothing like AoE that can do anything.
I know someone who does.
Well,
I have to wait till they get a little closer.
Just 1 second. Just curious.
Like you can move back toward the door if you want to, because that's still toward the bees.
that's true.
You could also move. Actually, yeah, you could move up the side of the room away from the rest of the party if you wanted to, which is still technically toward the bees. You're close
I
in
can
distance.
basically I move anyway, or I can move the 5 tiny feet
Yeah.
in the diagonal.
Yeah.
You could also heal yourself.
Yeah, which
you
is
do have like magma under your skin right now.
yeah.
Gross.
I will be healing myself. That's pretty much what I'm going to do, and I will move 5 feet towards the door.
Okay. So I'm going to say that you're almost certainly like another 5 feet, and you're going to be stepping into the lava at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That is how that's going.
So
If the bees stay stationary,
yeah,
then on the next round you will be moving into the magma.
cool. I look forward to it.
The bees aren't going to just sit in the middle of the room, though.
All right, so that's the end of the round. I am going to call that session here. And so we will return to you very soon, next week, to see if our heroes can avoid taking a dip in the lava.
I've got my outro
Excellent.
already. Will our heroes fall to a hot and sticky end, or will Jer prove to be a bit of a buzzkill? Find out next week on Temple of the Lava Bears.